crap, I just realized that the microphone wasn't on. I'm Nerdy Friend. This is Not It. This is No Lives Left. Playing a game called Not It. Sorry for the long delay. I was supposed to get on like almost an hour ago. Technically 2 hours ago. I had some issues trying to find a game that actually caught my interest and something that wouldn't take forever. I found this. I'm gonna turn on the sound a tiny bit. That ought to do. Alright. So, it was hard to find things that actually caught my interest. A lot of the horror-based, simple games like this are kind of hard to come by that are actually good looking. So, this one caught my interest, and I'm gonna play it. Again, sorry for the long delay. I did not expect that it was going to take me literally 4 to 5 hours to actually find something. Otherwise I would have started sooner. But anyways, we're here now. Let's get this show on the road. I heard that this game has 25 different endings to end up with. So here's our main character, Katie. Well, here we are. I made it, just in time for Halloween too. Despite today being Halloween, I don't see any decorations as I drive into town. Maybe they aren't big on Halloween here. I pull into the driveway of my new home and get out. My furniture was already delivered, so all that's left for me is to officially move in. I'll need to pick up a few things at the store. I might as well take care of that now. The town is small, so it's just a quick walk to the grocery store. To my surprise, it's closed. I didn't think stores closed for Halloween. Come to think of it, the streets seem pretty empty. It's a small rural town, the main reason I chose it, but it didn't seem quite this empty when I saw the house before. There's a strange, lifeless feeling in the air, as though the town is almost abandoned. Where is everyone? Man in suit. Most people have already left. I turn around at the sound of a voice to find myself facing a middle-aged man who looks rather puzzled to see me. Sorry, what? Who are you? Are you a visitor? Actually, I just moved here. Oh, that explains it. You see, I'm the mayor, so I'm used to recognizing everyone here. I see. You picked a poor time to move in. Everyone evacuates on Halloween because of the curse. Alright, I'm gonna say what curse? Oh dear, you mean no one told you? Told me what? I thought I made it clear that everyone was supposed to... You bought the McEllis' house, did you? Yes, why? Old McEllis was intent on getting out of here. No wonder he didn't tell you about the curse. Probably thought you wouldn't buy the place if you knew. I still don't understand what's going on. Let me explain. Many years ago, there was a tragic death. Let's leave it at that. Uh-huh. Ever since then, this area's been cursed. How exactly? On Halloween, his spirit returns. He seeks to possess someone and then get his revenge on the town. Why Halloween? It's the anniversary of his death. So this spirit celebrates his death by wreaking havoc on random people? Perhaps it's when his rage is most fierce. I'm actually supposed to believe this story, or is this just a prank they play on newcomers? Excuse me, I need to make my own preparations to leave. He hurries past me, nearly knocking me over in his haste to get by, and all but runs down the street. That was extremely weird. It doesn't seem like people have left town, though. There's gotta be someone else I can ask to find out what's going on. We can do police station or the church. I'm gonna go to the... I'll go to the church. A church seems like a good place to ask about curses, so I head to church. It's nearly empty, although not entirely. Churchgoer. Oh, hello. Are you here to pray before leaving as well? Not exactly. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I just moved here. It's good to meet you. I'm Rita. My, you picked a bad day to arrive, didn't you? I didn't realize moving in on Halloween would be an issue. I'm Katie, by the way. You mean no one warned you about the curse? How terrible. There really is a curse, then? Yes, and if you know what's good for you, you'll get out with the rest of us. This is all so strange. You have doubts, do you? I have to admit I do, yes. Well, just head over to the Historical Society and you'll learn everything you need to know about the curse. Thank you. The Historical Society, huh? I guess I should head over there and try to figure this thing out. I find the Historical Society pretty easily, and to my surprise, it's still open. Hey, chick. I think. That jacket looks big on you. Can I help you with something? Considering the way the rest of the town is right now, I'm surprised anyone's here. I'll be closing up soon. I don't believe we met before, though. I'm Willow. Katie, I just moved into town. Oh my, and today of all days. I was told I could learn more about the curse if I came here. That's right, this is the Historical Society after all. So you can find everything related to our town's history here. And it's really true that people evacuate the town every Halloween? Yes, it's been going on so long now. I'm amazed people around the country don't know about it. This is so weird. Let's learn about the curse's origins. Where should I look to find information about the curse's origins? Oh, you'll want to look all the way in the back at the newspaper articles from the 1800s. That long ago, huh? I head to the back of the room. There are documents and records of the town's history all over the place, but they become fewer and fewer the deeper I go. Soon I reach a small section marked 1800s. There's very little here, but a few yellowed paper articles have been carefully preserved. The first one is from November 1832. Hermit hiding on Halloween? 29-year-old Matthew Hayer, known to be a recluse by his neighbors, was reported missing late last night, Halloween, after his house was found unexpectedly empty by trick-or-treaters attempting to break in. Police discourage the act of trespassing, but are asking anyone with any information about his whereabouts to report to the sheriff's office. I move to the next newspaper, November 14th, 1832. Matthew Hayer found dead. After vanishing on Halloween, police have had no leads on his disappearance of 29-year-old Matthew Hayer until last night. His body was discovered in the woods roughly a quarter-mile outside of town by police just after nightfall. Evidence suggests Hayer's been beaten to death at an unknown location before being transported to the place where he was eventually found. The investigation is ongoing. Another article from December 6, 1832 is carefully preserved beneath it. Cold case? It's been almost 4 weeks since the death of 29-year-old Matthew Hayer, and the police are still searching for suspects in his suspected murder. Hayer was reclusive, the sheriff said when questioned about the lack of progress. This makes it difficult to pin down his movements or any enemies he might have had. Hayer has been considered strange by many local residents, and when asked to admit to being a little relieved he's no longer around. So after a month of searching, they didn't have any leads and were considering dropping the case. The next few articles have nothing to do with the curse, only the town's history, but at last I spot the name Hayer again. What? This one's from October 20th, 1833. That's almost a year later. Hayer murders finally caught. After a year, there's been a new break in the Matthew Hayer murder investigation. A group of 5 people, 4 teenagers and 1 adult, came forward Monday and confessed to assaulting and murdering Hayer almost a year ago. The attack took place earlier that Halloween night, while Hayer was walking down the road back toward his house from downtown, after which they relocated his body to the woods. Some of the attackers state that they came forward with a confession so long after the incident because, in their words, Hayer placed a curse on this town. According to the attackers, Hayer used his dying breath to curse not only his killers, but the entire town, blaming everyone here for what had happened to him, and that he swore to get his revenge the next Halloween. There was something weird about him, one boy confessed. I honestly think he meant it. The police have yet to comment on any supernatural implications of Hayer's death. Finally, there's one more right beside it, November 1st, 1833. Revenge from the grave. The 5 culprits in the Hayer murder, who had been awaiting trial, died late last night. The guard on duty shot all 5 of them before killing himself. The officer had no known ties to Matthew Hayer, so his motives are unknown. Police declined to comment on the responsibility that this was Matthew Hayer's promised revenge. So that's how it all started, huh? Look for evidence of the curse. Where should I look to find evidence of the curse? Evidence? That would be scattered throughout our history. 10 years ago is when the evacuation started. Really? 10 years ago, huh? Most of the documents and records on display seem to be highlighting the high points or low points, in this case of the town's history. There's a man nearby reading some of them, but he doesn't look up as I pass. Finally, I reach a framed notice from about 10 years earlier. Stay safe this Halloween. In light of incidents throughout the years suggesting Matthew Hayer's curse on the town is real and will affect anyone within the town's borders, it is requested that everyone evacuate on October 31st. This evacuation is voluntary but highly encouraged. Police will help pay for any expenses. The curse appears to be restricted to the town and its immediate surroundings. Going at least 10 miles away is recommended. It will be safe to return to town on November 1st. The police pay for people's expenses? They're really serious about this. Near the notice, there's a magazine article titled The Halloween Curse, How a Dead Man Terrified Citizens of a Small Town. Do curses really exist? The inhabitants of this town would tell you yes, without a doubt. The story of this curse goes back to a man who died centuries earlier on Halloween and supposedly cursed the entire town with desires for revenge. Oh, hi Archangel. This is a game I found on the interwebs called Not It. And, it's about a, town that's cursed on Halloween. I guess a possession happens and people get killed. Ever since then, strange, tragic incidents have happened on Halloween. A prison guard who murdered all of his prisoners before turning the gun on himself, a mother who killed her children and 2 neighbors, a stranger from out of town who went on a shooting spree. The circumstances are always different, but in every case, the culprit claims to have no memory of the crime. As each Halloween passed with a new tragedy, people began to whisper that it was the dead man's spirit possessing a person each year to exact revenge. That matches what the mayor told me. The rest of the articles related to the curse document the incidents mentioned in the magazine articles, among others. If something awful happened every Halloween, I guess it's not surprising they started to believe in the curse. That's enough research. I think I understand enough now. Good, because it's just about closing time. Getting out of town to avoid the curse, huh? Actually, I don't believe in the curse. How do you explain all the evidence? Evidence? It's all circumstantial. A few bad things happen on Halloween and people see a pattern where there isn't one. Did something happen every Halloween, though? Coincidence. Besides, some people start talking about the curse. That must have fed into it. There might be something to it, though. I'm not surprised you say that. Most people believe in it, after all. I've gotten used to being the only one who doubts. Doesn't it bother you? Not really. Other people's superstition can't change what I believe. Nervous man. How can you say that? The man who'd been reading the historical documents turns away from the displays to fix us with a furious glare. The curse exists. Doubting the curse is asking for trouble. Calm down, Joseph. Calm down? Disbelief like yours is what gets people killed. I'm going to evacuate, so don't worry. You evacuate even though you don't believe in the curse? What else am I gonna do? Spend all night alone in an abandoned town with everyone else gone? Then there'd be legitimate things. Then there would be legitimate things to worry about. Humph. So if you need a ride, you're welcome to come with me. I usually carpool with my friend Rita. Where do people go, anyway? Some visit relatives, some plan trips this time of year. Most just go to the next town over, though. It's about 20 miles away. The hotel there loves the business. I'll bet. The door opens, and the woman I met in the church pokes her head in. If anyone needs to carpool with me, you better hurry. Nearly everyone else is gone, and I won't wait much longer. That's Rita. Since I don't drive, I usually go with her. Don't leave without me! He races out of the Historical Society, and Willow and I follow. What in the world? My tires! She stares in horror at the car parked along the curb. 2 of its tires are flat. It was fine just a minute ago. Oh God, it's happening already! Calm down. Calm down! Calm down! We're all gonna die! We can take my car. Bless you, darling. You're a lifesaver. They follow me up the road toward my new house. I can't say I'm crazy about this, but they're so upset I'd feel bad not helping them out. When we reach the driveway, I glance up at the house. I haven't even gotten to properly move in yet. Under the circumstances, however, it seems my official move-in will have to wait a little while longer. I reach into my coat pocket for my keys. Is something wrong? My keys are gone! What? First my tires, now her keys? It started already. No, 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 no! How could the curse steal my keys? They all stare at me. What? You're all acting like this is part of the curse, but how is that possible? Someone must already be possessed, and they found a way to steal your keys. Or maybe she's the one possessed and she's just lying about the keys. Seriously? Hey, do you hear that? What? It sounds like a car engine running somewhere. A car? No, it's not. It's not one of those games, Arctic. Good lord. And it's running? They take off together in the direction of the sound. Willow and I follow. I'll be happy to get out of here. Things are getting just a little too weird for me. We find the car downtown. It's parked outside a small brick building with a sign that declares it to be the local inn. The owner must be inside. I just hope it isn't the killer. As a group, we walk toward the inn doors. A man is standing just inside the inn. Finally, some people. Say, what's going on around here? Who are you? Can we use your car? What's with you guys? You must be from out of town, aren't you? Yeah, the name's Vinny. Came here looking for a room, but there's no one here. This is an inn, isn't it? It is, but everyone else is already evacuated. We're the only ones left. Whoa, evacuated? What's going on? I'm pretty sure, Arctic. If you had any sense, you'd believe in it too. Did you say a curse? That's right, they think the spirit of some dead guy is going to... You can explain it once we're safely away from here. For now, Vinny, we desperately need the use of your car. Guess there's no point in me standing around an empty inn by myself. Sure, let's go. Shaking his head, he walks to the inn door and pushes. Is something wrong? The door won't open. Must have it backwards. He pulls on the door instead, but it still doesn't budge. Ah, fuck, now they're all stuck in here. What the? You're telling me we're locked in? What? Joseph pushes past all of us and throws himself against the door. He struggles with it frantically, trying to get it to open. Panicking won't help. We need to deal with this logically. Logically, are you insane? We're still here on Halloween and someone locked us in. First Rita's tires, then my keys, and now this. Oh no, it's really starting to seem like someone's trying to keep us here. It's happened already. He's already possessed someone, and we're his next victims. Definitely suspicious. Stranger coincidences have happened in the past. We don't need to lose our heads over it. Did you have to say it that way? Did you really have to? Could someone fill me in? Did he say someone was possessed? As if you don't know. What? Joseph, what are you implying? That it's him. That's what I'm implying. He's the one who's lured us in here. Who? Whoa, lured? Get real. If it wasn't for you, at least we could leave on foot. Now we... A slow creak somewhere above us makes him fall silent. We're all exchanging glances. That sounded like someone's walking around upstairs. Another creak comes from above us, followed by a thud. Someone else is in here. No one came in when I rang the bell. It might have just been the wind knocking on the shutters around. We wait, but there isn't any further sounds from the second floor. Should we go see? No. Honestly, I think we should focus on trying to get this door open. That's our real problem. Well, I'm going upstairs. Is anyone coming with me? Investigate the sound. I'll go too. Thank you, dear. Number one rule in all horror stories. Never go by yourself. Ever. That is a recipe for disaster. You'll be the first one to get possessed. You'll be the first one to get killed. Something bad will happen if you're all alone. Ghosts always take that opportunity. Everyone knows that. Big red flag, okay? It's important to never go by yourself. Leaving Willow, Joseph, and Vinny to work on the door, Rita and I head up the inn's creaky staircase. At the top of the stairs, the hallway goes in two directions, with each wing of the inn having 4 rooms. Hello? There's no answer. The second floor is silent. We probably should check the rooms, just to be sure. I agree. Do you think we should stick together? We probably can cover more ground if we split up. Stick together. It's probably safest if we stick together. Besides, there aren't that many rooms. Good point. I suppose we should start from the beginning with room 1. It hardly matters in this size. We walk together to the left wing and open the first door. The small inn room looks cozy and also completely abandoned. We check the second room with the same results. Open the third door and look inside. Oh, there's somebody here. What the? A police officer? That's about the last thing I expected. Right? Oh, Officer Mike, I'm so happy to know that it was you we heard walking around up here. What are you folks doing here? I figured I was on my own. What are you doing here? Turning my own question back on me, huh? We didn't think anyone else was at the inn. That's why we came up here when we heard noises. Frank fell down in one of the rooms and hurt his leg. I've been searching the other rooms to find something he could use for a crutch. Just enough to get him downstairs and outside. Frank? He's the innkeeper. Well, you might as well stop looking for a crutch until we know we can get the door open. What? The inn door's locked. We're stuck inside unless we can get it open. That's odd. Let's go talk to Frank. He must know where the key is. Mike leads us to the other wing, into room 5. Inside, an elderly man is sitting on the bed. Any luck? Not yet, but I'm afraid we have worse news. These folks say that the inn door locked and trapped them inside. Gah, shouldn't be possible without the keys. Where are the keys? I'll see if I can get the door open. Always keep them with me. He reaches into his pocket and tosses a set of keys to Mike. The big brass ones for the front door. Were you in here the entire time? Ha! You think I'd be walking around with this leg? Who did these characters? I'm actually not sure, but I really am in love with the art style. What do you guys think? He points down his leg. It's clearly bruised and swollen, but I can't tell how bad the injury is. I guess it's a bit much to think a man his age climbed through the window and locked us in. Wait here, Frank. I'll be back for you as soon as we get the door open. As if I'm going anywhere. Downstairs in the lobby, Willow and Vinny are standing by the door. It doesn't look like they've made any progress. Joseph paces nearby, looking miserable and even more distressed than when we left. They look up. Officer Mike. It turns out he's the one we heard. He was helping Frank. Frank's here too? It's a lot of people. He hurt his leg, but he's still upstairs for now. However, he has the keys to the front door, so we should be able to get out of here. But what if what Frank said is true? Doesn't it make sense that the door could have locked behind us? It doesn't make sense. Keys? You have keys? We're saved! Mike hurries down the stairs and over to the door while Rita and I follow. He takes the large brass key and inserts it in the lock. It fits smoothly. Then he twists it and tries the door. Nothing happens. That's strange. He tries again. The key works, but it still won't open. Could something be blocking the door? Some sort of barricade set up outside, if that's possible. Then there's nothing to worry about. Whoever trapped us in here would be stuck outside. Unless it was one of us who came in last. Are you honestly suggesting one of us blocked the door from outside without us noticing? It's possible, if they set it up to look like they pulled it towards the door as it shut. You seem to have put a lot of thought into this, Joseph. Not really, Wait, are you accusing me? Calm down, all of you. Accusing one another won't get us anywhere. Let's sit down and talk about this rationally. You want to sit and talk? We should be finding a way to bust out. If one of us really is possessed by the spirit of Matthew Hayer, a situation like this is exactly what could give him the opening he needs to claim a victim. Or if someone were to panic and do something irrational, the best thing we can do is keep an eye on one another until morning comes. He walks into the inn's common area and sits down. After a moment, the rest of us all do the same. I don't like being trapped here. Is there really a chance one of us did it on purpose? For a while, we all just look at each other. Hold on a sec. Hi, Skooma. Where'd she go? Hi, Skooma. Me? What? I don't know, can you hear that? There's a Skooma among us. Hi, sweetheart. She just wants attention, like always. Well, at least we can all agree that I didn't do it. Why? You all came in after me. The door was working fine then, and you all had your eyes on me the entire time. He has a point there. Yeah, but how do we know you didn't rig it so it would break after a set amount of time? You gotta be kidding me. We can sit here throwing around what-if ideas all night, but it won't get us anywhere. Does anyone have any proof, any hard evidence that might point toward a culprit? It was Willow. Excuse me? You're the one who noticed Vinny's car. If not for you, none of us would be in here. That's your hard evidence? I pointed out a car we might be able to use to escape? But we couldn't use it to escape because we got locked in here. He has a point. You're always denying the curse exists, too. That's the perfect cover for Matthew Hayer. Use your natural behavior to make us all lower your guard. I'll admit, it does look like more evidence points towards Willow than anyone else right now. Oh, I don't like this. This is unbelievable. Are you going to kill me? No. Lies. I know you are. I've always known I'd die this way. Now calm down. No one needs to die. What do you recommend we do? Nothing. Sorry, what? If no one tries anything, nothing needs to be done. As long as we keep an eye on each other for the rest of the night, nothing can go wrong. I'm certainly not going to try anything. No, don't believe it. Don't believe it. Calm down. I've read the stories. I know it'll be... I know how it'll be. She'll wait until you fall asleep, and then... I will not fall asleep while guarding you, I promise. You can say that now, but we'll be the ones to pay the price. Oh, hi, Skooma. He lunges at Willow, raising a hammer. Oh, shit. Skooma? Stop it. She just pressed a button. I don't even know what button she just pressed. There we go. Two guns fire at the same time. Joseph's body falls limp to the ground. What? Mike and Vinny both have guns drawn, aimed at Joseph. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I can't believe he tried to kill you. I know. Oh my goodness. Does this mean Joseph was the one possessed? I would like to believe so. Just a minute. Why does this guy have a gun? The commotion seems to have motivated Frank enough for him to painfully hobble his way downstairs. Me? What's it to you? Seems awfully suspicious. Oh my, now that I think about it, Vinny's the whole reason we're trapped in the inn. I see, so there's a chance Joseph was merely frightened, not possessed. You're all nuts. Please stay calm. Calm? I stop at a small town on my way home to be with my family. Nice little town to spend Halloween, or so I think. Next thing I know, I'm locked in at an inn with a bunch of crackpots who believe one of them's possessed. Things have been pretty strange around here, though. Nothing's happened here tonight that can't be explained away by paranoia. He has a point. Yes, I quite agree. There is no curse. Everyone is just letting their fear override their common sense. Well, we have one casualty so far. You have no real reason to suspect me of anything. Then you won't mind me... You won't mind sitting with us here all night long? Yes? I don't want to be rude, but it seems to me you're awfully eager for all of us to stay together overnight. Is there a problem? It seems like the safest solution to me. It's just, we'll probably fall asleep, but you're trained to stay awake even when you're tired, aren't you? I can assure you, I'll be awake to protect everyone. To protect us or to kill us. You actually suspect me. Matthew Hayer would possess anyone, even you. Have I given you any reason to suspect me? Well, it just occurred to me that you were upstairs when we got here, only we didn't know that for a while. You could have done something to the door ahead of time to trap us here. That's absurd. It's possible. I hate to mention it, but I couldn't help but notice how interested you were in picking someone to blame, too. What are you talking about? I was trying to get to the bottom of this whole thing. Still, if all we have to do is sit together, it doesn't matter who we think is possessed. Asking so many questions just makes us suspicious of one another. Fine, what do you want me to do? I think I would feel much safer if you were locked in another room. You want to lock me in another room? I suppose the rest of you will be out here together. Doesn't anyone else find it just a bit suspicious that Rita wants me, the person who's vowed to defend all of you, locked up so I can't reach you? What are you implying? She jumps to her feet. Mike also stands. He draws his gun. I'm saying I think the real person Matthew Hayers possessed is you, Rita. No, it really is you, isn't it? Vinny jumps to his feet as well. He had his gun drawn again. He aims it at Mike, but he hesitates. Any second now, Mike will shoot Rita. If Vinny shoots him first, we'll save her, but Mike will die instead. Ah, shoot. Let's stop Vinny from shooting. Mike knows what he's doing. I don't believe he's possessed. His plan was a good one, and Rita's objection is suspicious. We have to trust him. Don't do it. Vinny glances at me, then slowly lowers his gun. Mike fires his gun. It hits Rita in the chest and she staggers backwards. I don't know what you were planning, but I won't let it happen. I wasn't planning anything. Mike fires again. Ouch. Okay, she dead. This is horrible. When Rita goes still, Mike turns to us. I'm sorry. You really think it was her? I don't know. She might have just been scared like Joseph. I guess we're all sitting around together tonight after all, huh? Yes, I think that's for the best. I sure hope it's over. It's a long, tense night together. I don't manage to get any sleep at all. When morning arrives and all of us who were sitting together are still alive, it's a welcome relief. Soon people begin returning to town, and they're able to break us out of the inn. Technically, this is my home now. I should get on with moving in as I intended to do. But the memories of what happened at that inn still haunt me. Everyone says we're lucky to get away with only 2 people dying. They consider us fortunate. I don't feel fortunate at all. One way or another, I'm getting out of this town as soon as I can. Maybe then the nightmares will stop. Oh shit! That was one of the outcomes that were in this story. I'm kind of interested in finding out what the other outcomes are. I know that there is one where nobody dies. So there's that. What, Skooma? Do you want out or do you want to stay in here? Like, make your choice, cat. Jeez. Here. Get lost. Let's see. Yeah, that's one of the outcomes. I know that there's more. So, well, shoot. We got time. Let's see if there's another outcome. Let's go ahead and skip to... There we go. There we go. I don't believe in curses. Oh, you're one of those. I'm a rational person. Well, I can't force you to evacuate, but you'll be risking your life if you don't. Do you seriously expect me to believe the entire town has evacuated because of some sort of curse? Let me explain. Many years ago, there was a tragic death. Let's leave it at that. Uh-huh. And that has nothing to do with me. He's indiscriminate when he selects victims. He won't spare you just because you're a stranger here. I guess you can't expect too much compassion from a vengeful spirit, huh? Exactly. You're in as much danger as any of us. Am I actually supposed to believe this story, or is it just a prank they play on newcomers? Let's go to the police station now. Police station's just around the corner from the grocery store, so I head there. To my relief, it's open. Hey, that's Officer Mike. I mainly need information. I just moved into town, you see. You picked a terrible time to do it. Is there really an evacuation? Yes, and if you need any help getting out, just say the word. I'm Officer Mike, and it's my duty to make sure everyone evacuates safely. Why are people evacuating? Didn't they tell you? It's Halloween. That means the curse will strike soon. If I were you, I'd get out of here while you still can. Officer, surely you don't believe the town is cursed. I've been here long enough to know that there's some things that can't be explained. You've seen proof of the curse, then? Yes, and it's all been recorded in the Historical Society. Now, unless you need help, I need to finish up a few things and then check to make sure everyone's evacuated. I see. Thank you for your time. The Historical Society, huh? Let's skip ahead. Okay. Learn about the curse's origins. Look for evidence of the curse. That's enough research. I don't believe in it either. That's a relief. I was starting to think I was the only one. I'm glad to know someone else sees how irrational it is. How could you say that? Blah, blah, blah. Why, aren't you planning to leave? I guess I will. That's the first logical thing you've said. Do you have a car? If not, you can come with me and my friend Rita. Where do people go, anyway? Skipping ahead. Woman pokes her head in. Churchgoer. If anyone needs to carpool with me, you'd better hurry. Everyone else is gone, and I won't be here much longer. Since I don't drive, I usually go with her. We can take my car. Do that one the same. So my keys are still gone. How could a curse steal my keys? I might not believe in the curse, but I sure am curious to see how this all plays out. Found the car downtown. It's parked outside a small brick building. It's the local inn. Meeting Vinny. Let's just go. Yes, I quite agree. Vinny, can we use your car? We're seriously evacuating the town? Sure, fine. You guys know more about it than I do. Looks the indoor and pushes. Now nothing's happening. The door must have locked accidentally. Accidentally? How many times have you accidentally locked yourself in a public building? Once. Katie's right. It's strange, but when we rushed in here, we must have locked it by mistake. Could someone fill me in? Did he say someone was possessed? As if you don't know. Mr. Paranoid all up in here. Yeah, let's investigate the sound. And split up. Let's split up. Alright, if either of us runs into danger, we just shout for help. Got it. Room number 4, it's empty. Check the bathroom just to be sure. From the other wing, I can hear Rita opening the other door, and I move on to room 5. Who are you? Ah! An elderly man is sitting on the bed, giving me a suspicious look. Never seen you around here before. Are you a visitor? I just moved into town. My name's Katie. I'm Frank. I'm the innkeeper. We didn't think anyone else was still in town. Wouldn't be here if I had a choice. He nods toward his leg, which is bruised and swollen. Fell down while checking to make sure the rooms were empty. If you're the innkeeper, you must have a key to the front door, right? That's right. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a set of keys. Why? A group of us came inside, but the door is locked behind us. That shouldn't be possible without the keys. Does anyone else have a key? Nope. Not the staff or security or anything? I've got the only set of keys. Room keys are a different matter, but the main keys I keep with me. Can I have the keys? Everyone's panicking and we all really need to get the door open. Heh. What? You really think I'm gonna hand over my keys to someone I never met before? If you can't walk yourself, you might be planning to run off and leave me here. Or maybe you're possessed by the dead fellow and you plan to lock me in. That's ridiculous. Say what you like, but you're not getting these keys. Ask who you would trust. If he doesn't trust me because we never met, then maybe there's someone here he would trust. Who would you trust with the keys? Officer Mike. If he's already evacuated, he was here helping me, said he'd be right back. He gives me a suspicious look, as if he suspects I did something. Uh-oh. Alright, I'll see if I can find Officer Mike. I'll be back. Hurry back out of the room and into the hall. There's no sign of Rita. Uh-oh. She can't still be searching the rooms, can she? I was in there talking to Frank for a while. I'd better go downstairs to see if she returned without me. The stairs creak under my footsteps as I head back down. Downstairs in the lobby, Willow and Vinny are standing by the door. It doesn't look like they've made any progress. Joseph paces nearby, looking miserable and even more distressed when we left. They look up. Katie, what happened to Rita? You mean she didn't come down first? No. Strange. I wonder what's taking her so long. Joseph stops pacing. He stares at me with wide eyes but doesn't say a word. Uh-oh. If she doesn't come down soon, I'll go check on her. I bet you will. What is that supposed to mean? But I don't understand. Why did you come down alone? I met a man named Frank upstairs. He got stuck here because he injured his leg. I figured he was the one we heard. Man, how many people are stuck here? He also said Officer Mike was here helping him, but I don't know if that means he's here at the inn or out of town somewhere. Here at the inn. The sudden voice makes me jump and we all look up at the stairs. Son of a bitch. I was checking the rooms, and who did I find but Officer Mike? He was here helping Frank. Did you talk to Frank? He said he'd trust you with the keys. Yep, and I've got them. He holds up the set of keys the innkeeper had. Oh, thank God. Mike hurries down the stairs and over to the door where he inserts one of the keys in the lock. It fits smoothly. Then he twists and tries the door. Nothing happens. That's strange. He tries again. The door key works, but it still won't open. Is it just broken? I don't see any signs of damage, but it's possible. What? Someone jammed something into the lock to break it? It can be done. Surely we'd have noticed if it was one of us. Could we have? We're all so anxious to get inside and see who was here. Joseph, don't make this mistake again. Still, someone breaking the lock would be pretty hard to miss. But not impossible. What do you have in that purse of yours? Maybe the tools needed to break a lock? Are you crazy? Calm down, all of you. Accusing one another is not going to get us anywhere. Let's sit down and talk about this rationally. You want to sit and talk? We should be finding a way to bust out. If one of us really is possessed by the spirit of Matthew Hayer, a situation like that is exactly what could give him the opening he needs to claim a victim. Or for someone to panic and do something irrational. The best thing we can do is keep an eye on each other until morning comes. He walks into the inn's common area and sits down. After a moment, everyone else does. I don't like being trapped here. Is there really a chance one of us did it on purpose? For a while, we all just look at each other. Well, at least we can all agree that I didn't do it. Why? Everyone's eyes light up. You all came in after me. The door was working fine then, and you all had your eyes on me the entire time. He has a point there. Yeah, but how do we know you didn't rig it so it would break after a set amount of time? Joseph, I hate you. You gotta be kidding me. We can sit here throwing around what-if ideas all night, but it won't get us anywhere. Does anyone have any proof? Any hard evidence that might point toward a culprit? It was Willow. Excuse me? You're the one who noticed Vinny's car. If not for you, none of us would be in here. That's your hard evidence? I pointed out a car that we might be able to use to escape? But we couldn't use it to escape because we got locked in here. You're always denying the curse exists, too. That's the perfect cover for Matthew Hayer. Use your natural behavior to make us all lower our guard. I'll admit it does look like more evidence points towards Willow than anyone else right now. This is unbelievable. Are you going to kill me? No. Lies, I know you are. I've always known I'd die this way. Where'd he come up with a hammer, by the way? Now calm down. No one needs to die. What do you recommend we do? Nothing. Sorry, what? If no one tries anything, nothing needs to be done. As long as we keep an eye on each other for the rest of the night, nothing can go wrong. I'm certainly not going to try anything. Don't believe it. Don't believe it! Calm down. I've read the stories. I know how it'll be. She'll wait until you fall asleep, and then I will not fall asleep while guarding you, I promise. You say that now, but we'll be the ones who pay the price. He lunges at Willow, raising a hammer. Still, where did he get that from? 2 guns fire at the same time. Joseph's body falls limp to the ground. Mike and Vinny both have guns drawn, aimed at Joseph. I can't believe he tried to kill you. I'm gonna skip ahead. Nothing's happened here tonight that can't be explained away by paranoia. He has a point. Yes, I quite agree. There is no curse. Everyone's just letting their fear override their common sense. You have no real reason to suspect me of anything. Then you won't mind sitting with us here all night long? Yes. I don't want to be rude, but it seems like you're awfully eager for all of us to stay together overnight. Is there a problem? It seems like that's the safest solution to me. It's just, we'll probably fall asleep, but you're trained to stay awake even when you're tired, aren't you? I can assure you I'll be awake to protect everyone. To protect us or to kill us? You actually suspect me. Kind of skip ahead, that'd be nice. Sure, I'll tell Vinny to shoot. Mike is out of control. He'd actually shoot Rita right now. We need to stop him no matter the cost. Do it. Vinny fires the gun. His shot grazes the back of Mike's head. Mike turns, raising the gun to fire back at Vinny. Ah, shit. Vinny shoots a second time, then a third, then a fourth until Mike collapses. Oh my god, I owe you my life, thank you. She covers her face and starts sobbing. Officer Mike, I can't believe it was him. I just can't believe it. At least we can rest easy now. It had to be him, you know. I'll give you all rooms free of charge. He says it like it's a joke, but I don't think anyone feels much like laughing right now. It's a long night. The few moments of sleep I manage to get are disturbed by nightmares. At last, morning arrives. Soon, people begin returning to town. They're able to break us out of the inn, much to my relief. Technically, this is my home now, so I should get on with moving in, as I intended to do. But the memories of what happened at the inn still haunt me. Everyone says we're lucky to get away with only 2 people dying. They consider us fortunate. I don't feel fortunate at all. One way or another, I'm getting out of this town as soon as I can. Maybe then the nightmares will stop. Huh. I came up with the same, kind of ending. It's whatever. Anyways, this is actually kind of fun, and I think I'm gonna continue messing around with this, maybe like off camera, see if there's actually a way to get the other endings. I end up with the same ending but in a different way. At any rate, I know this is a very short stream. It's actually a lot shorter than I expected, but what can you do? So, finding games like this online is really difficult, actually. I didn't expect that, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, leave a like and a follow, and check out the YouTube channel No Lives Left where this Twitch stuff gets archived. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.